Power of a number. In this video, we are going to learn about how to get power of a particular number. I think it's so funny to listen that we are going to learn about how to determine a power of number. Since we have multiple methods to determine the power of number, and one of the most common thing that is used in all programming languages is that whenever we need power of a number, what we will do is that let me make it as answer 1, and that should have number multiplies twice the power. So this is a way that is to get power of any number. So it's a general approach, right? So when we print this print answer 1, here answer 1 is common. Let me make it answer 3. Here it is answer 3. Here it is answer 3. And let us assume that this one as answer 2. Answer 2. Okay. Now I am going to print the first statement, the first code. Oh, the answer is 27, right? So 3 power 3 is 27. 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27, right? So it's a general approach. Now what I'm doing is that I want to do in a different approach. Okay, I am highlighting this right now, right? Here what we did is that answer 2 is equals to, we are using predefined methods that are available in Java to get the power of the number. So power is a predefined method in Java, right? So power of number comma power. In this sense, we're keeping number over here and power. This particular power method is accepting two parameters, that is one number and a number to which the power has to be raised. So that is power. So accepting two parameters and given answer like this. And it is stored in answer 2, and I am going to print answer 2. Let me check what happens. Wow, 27, right? And next, I'm trying to make it in one more different approach by using for loop. So, and I will disable this. Done. Now, answer 3 is equals to 1, something like this. And what we did is that for I in range of power, in the sense, so we are iterating in number of times the power is. So how many number of times the power is, that many number of times you are iterating. And whenever we make a for loop to be iterated with given as a single parameter, it will start with 0 as a parameter, starting parameter, and ends with 2, in the sense 0, 1, 2. 3 times this for loop is going to be iterated. And what we did is that answer 3 should be multiplied with the number and stored in answer 3. So this is what actually this code does. What it means answer 3, NSWR answer 3 is equals to answer 3 into number, right? This is the thing that is going to happen within this particular line of code. So what it means, answer 3 is 1 in first iteration. This is 1. Now, what is the number? Number is 3. Therefore, this number is going to be multiplied with answer 3 and stored in answer 3 again. Right? In next iteration, what is happening means I will be 1 and answer 3 will be what? 3. Why? Because it's already multiplied first in first iteration. So answer 3 is 3, and that 3 is multiplied with again 3 and stored in answer 3. So 3 to 3 is equals to 9. Now I is equals to 2, and again the iteration is going to be happen. Now Again, answer 3 is equals to answer 3 is already 9 and the number is multiplied, that is 3. Now 9 into 3 is 27. That 27 will be stored in answer 3. Right? And next, when I is equals to 3, this for loop fails to go into in the sense for loop fails to execute. Why? Because for loop in Python will execute less than that of the given number as a parameter here, and the interpreter will comes to the print statement and prints answer 3. So this is the thing that is going to happen here. So when I press F5 as printing, I got 27 as answer. If I change the power over here, let me change it to 4 and check what happens. 81. Yes, we got the correct answer. So this is of all about how to determine the power of a number. We can also do a different approach by using recursion. I will say about recursion in recursion module. I won't say about recursion over here. Why? Because they would be somewhat tricky to understand. Until that, continue to the channel to learn top 100 Python codes.